welcome back to Beautiful You. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this really easygoing, mostly matte makeup look. I was actually inspired by a tutorial that Sona Gasparian did. This was going back maybe 2 years ago, and I saw it recently and decided I wanted to recreate it. So this was my attempt. She did it using the Sona Identity palette, but unfortunately at the moment that palette is really hard to come by in the United Kingdom. If you can get your hands on one, that's awesome. But if not, I used a couple of shadows out of these 3 Naked palettes. You don't have to have the Urban Decay palettes to create this look by any means. A lot of the shades that I used were very generic and you could find them in pretty much any drugstore palette. Please keep watching if you want to see how I created this look. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, like and share as well on Twitter or Instagram, and connect with me on Instagram too. I'll leave my username just here, but I really hope that you enjoy the video, guys, and don't forget to subscribe.
Right guys, to kickstart this makeup tutorial, I'm just having a drink of Coke before applying my B6 spray by Urban Decay. I'm then applying the Lait Creme Concentrate from Elise all over my face, and I like to take this opportunity just to really give myself a really good massage. So really just drawing down on your face towards your neck, and it sort of serves as a lymphatic drainage. It's really good for clearing your skin and sort of detoxing. Then I'm going to go in with this primer. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Primer, and I'm just applying that under the eyes and sort of just generally in the centre of my face to give me a little bit of radiance and some glow. Now I'm going in with the all-important primer potion and just massaging that all over the lid. This is a must not skip step of mine for doing my eye makeup. Now I'm just brushing my brows up with the spoolie. I love to do this before I apply my eyeshadow. You don't have to do it, but I like to. Then I'm taking on a fluffy brush the shade Tease from the Naked 2 palette, which is basically a grey mauve hue, and I'm using this as my transitional colour, and I'm just blending that into that crease before going in with this shade, and this is Nuna. This is from the Naked 3 palette, and this is also going to go in the crease, and this is sort of a similar shade really, but maybe a little bit warmer. So it's just going to warm up my crease, and I think this is an essential step, especially if you have brown eyes, just to add that warm shade, and it's just really going to make your brown eyes pop. Then I'm just taking that fluffy brush again and really blending those colours in. This is again an essential step for me, just to make sure that the whole thing is seamless. Now I'm going back in with Tease, and this time I'm going to apply it all over the lid. And this shade is a matte shade, so it's quite a toned down, chilled makeup look really, but yeah, I'm just applying that all over my lid with a flat brush before going in with this silvery shade from the Naked 2 palette, and I'm using that just on the inner corner. Now it did come off a little bit pigmented, so I do go in just with my pinky finger afterwards just to sort of tone it down a little bit. But for the time being, I'm now just applying a matte highlight shade to my brow bone. This one was also from the Naked 2 palette, but I can't remember the name of it. Now I'm going in with the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation in shade 53. This is a fabulous foundation. I've been really enjoying using it. It's really cheap and it's a demi-matte finish. So I just dot it all over my face, and then I'm going in with my IT Cosmetics double-ended foundation brush and just smoothing that out all over my face. This is a fabulous brush. It doesn't leave any streaks. And it just leaves a really flawless finish, which I love. Now I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 20. Now it's a little bit dark for the under eye area, but it's all I had on hand. But it is really good for sort of spot check concealing, which is what I sort of did around my nose and on my chin. And then I'm just going in now with the other end of my foundation brush with the concealer brush, and what I do is I just sort of blend that roughly and then go back in with the bigger brush and really make sure that that's all blended in nicely with my foundation and that there's no harsh lines or sharp edges. It's all just really nice and blended and natural looking. Now I'm just going in with the same shades, Nuna and Tease, just under on the lower lash line, before going in with this shade from the Naked Heat palette. Again, I don't know the name of it, I've forgotten, but it's like a burnt orange shade. And I'm just going under on the lower lash line with this. And again, because it's a warm shade, it's just going to really make my brown eyes pop, sort of gives them a bit more depth, makes them a bit brighter as well. And I also took that on sort of a nice fluffy brush and just put the tiniest bit through the crease, again just to warm up the crease a little bit, because the other shades that we used were fairly cool toned, whereas this is quite a warm toned eyeshadow. And of course back to that blending brush and just really blending all those colours together. Now I'm just reapplying that inner corner highlight shade because it kind of came off a little bit after I applied my concealer, and like I said, at this point I decided to just use my finger just to blend that out a bit because it was a little bit, what's the word, heavy. I'm now going in with my e.l.f. eyebrow pencil in the shade Taupe. This is £3 from Superdrug. It's an absolute steal for what it is, and I'm just using that to lightly fill in my brows. I do have fairly decent brows, so I don't need to do a lot, but this pencil is so good. It's very much a superior drugstore product. So after I've applied that, I then just brush the brows up just to give it a really natural finish. I'm now just applying a purple eyeliner to the inner rim of my eye. I honestly don't know where this is from. I think it's a Sephora pencil, but it's old as the hills. I've got no idea when I got it or where I got it. Now I'm going in with this Ciate felt pen liner. This actually came in a Birchbox months ago. I mean, I haven't done Birchbox for over a year now, but this was a really good one when I got it. So I've had this over a year and it's still very much usable and very good actually. So I'm just using that to draw a really thin natural line, sort of cat eye on my upper lash line. Take it slowly, take your time with it, there is no need to rush. Now I'm just double checking in the mirror, as you can see that the two are even. I'm never sure if they are or not, but never mind. I'm now going to go in with the L'Oreal False Lash Telescopic Mascara. I actually got this on Amazon, but you can get it in Superdrug or Boots, and I love it. People don't use this mascara, and I don't know why it's not more popular than it is. It definitely adds a lot of length. I don't think it's a volumizing mascara by any means, but for the price, I mean, it's about £6. It is awesome. I highly recommend it. I'm just applying that on my bottom lashes as well, just to really open up my eye. Then I'm going in with, this isn't a bronzer actually, it's like a light diffusing powder. But yeah, it's from Autograph by M&S, and I'm using it as a bronzer, and I'm just applying that with a nice big brush because I want this to be really natural, and I'm applying that in the under the cheekbones, high points of the face, and on the jawline as well. And then I went back in with my foundation brush, which still had a bit of foundation on it, and use that to just blend all of that together. Again, I want it to look natural. I don't want any harsh lines or sharp edges. Then I took a smaller brush and just did a little bit of nose contour. I'm not big on nose contour. I think you can make your nose look really muddy and messy looking if you go overboard, so I just do a teeny bit and then blend it all together with my foundation brush. Then I'm going in with this Smashbox Blush Highlighter Duo, and I'm taking the highlighter first on this Real Techniques brush and applying that on the high points of the cheeks, above the brows, down the bridge of the nose and the Cupid's bow. This is just going to really give my face that extra pop and really illuminate it as well, which I love the glow. I'm all about that glow. Then I'm going to take the blush from the palette, which is a really pretty coral pink shade, and I'm just applying that on the apples of the cheeks, and I really take it up the cheek because when you're naturally flushed it does travel up your cheekbones. I'm then going in with this Urban Decay 24/7 lip pencil in the shade Naked, and I'm just outlining my lips with this. If you're going to overline, don't do it on the Cupid's bow, but do it at either side. That's one great tip that I learned. This is the most natural way to do it, and it just makes your lips look that much fuller. And I also had a treat for this video. I had a brand new lipstick to use. It's my favourite lipstick. It's the Urban Decay Naked lipstick, and I've been through about 3 of these now. It's just the most beautiful natural colour. I highly recommend it for brides. I just think it's just gorgeous. So I'm just applying that all over my lips. Before applying this, it's a Soap and Glory lip gloss in the shade Candy Queen, I think, and this goes so well over this lipstick. It's just the right shade, and it's got that slight bit of shimmer as well, just to make your lips look that much fuller and plumper. And that's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.